What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So today we got Floyd Schofield in the news, bruh. Floyd Schofield has recently did an interview with his pops or whatnot, and he's basically calling out many fighters in his division, a lot whom he shared the ring with, not professionally, not in a sanctioned bout, but in sparring or whatnot. So I wanted to go ahead and break this fight. I mean, not break this fight, but I wanted to break this interview down in three different ways, bro. You know, with first, Kid Austin calling out different fighters. You know, what got my attention, of course, is when he, his pops made the statement that he feels like he would stop Tank in 4 rounds or whatnot, and of course that was like the headline. You know, everybody knows Tank's my favorite fighter, so I went over there and immediately I watched. And here's my thing, bro, with that. I don't have any problems. First of all, I don't have any problems with him calling out all these fighters, because that's what he's supposed to do. And a lot of people will say, like, he needs to fight more fighters, or he needs to fight better fighters. But it's like, in a situation with Floyd Schofield, it's kind of like, bro, like, it's kind of like applying for a specific job, right? Like, have you ever, just say if you're trying to, if you're trying to be a cashier, right? And no job will hire you because you don't have cashier experience. But it's like, damn, bro, like, the only way I could get experience being a cashier is if somebody hires me. Like, that's kind of where Floyd Schofield is with boxing. It's like, I'm calling out all these guys, nobody's giving me a shot and saying that I haven't fought anybody. But it's like, damn, like, until one of these guys fight me, it's like I can only fight the guys that I've been fighting because nobody's giving me a shot yet. So it's kind of, one of those things. Now, he called out, he talked about Tank, Shakur, and Devin Haney. I believe he talked about Abdullah Mason or whatnot. But he looks like he's ready for a big fight. And what's crazy is Floyd Schofield reminds me of Shawn Porter. It's crazy, but he seems like he's ready for a big fight. He needs a shot. He wants a shot. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad, but I don't think that once you get to the level of a Tank Davis, a Canelo Alvarez, it's more so it's less of a sport, more of a business. The higher you get in boxing, the less of a sport it is, right? So I say that to say, I highly doubt that Tank would fight him. Now, I said that, and Tank is, about to fight Lamont Roach. So, I know that does kind of, that's kind of bizarre, but so if you want to hold that against me, I don't blame you. But I just highly doubt that, like, at this point of Tank's career, that Floyd Schofield gets in the ring with Tank Davis. Shakur, they're both under the zone now, so that could possibly happen. I mean, I feel like if Shakur is talking about how none of these big fighters will fight him, and Floyd Schofield just needs a few more fights under his name, maybe like another year to get himself out there. And I feel like he could definitely get a fight with Shakur. I don't know about Devin Haney. I don't know what Devin Haney is going to do next. I don't think Devin Haney will stay at 140 too long, and Floyd Schofield is at 135. I don't feel like Devin Haney will be at 140 too much longer, seeing how he struggled so hard to make 135. I figured that he wouldn't be at 40 for too long. I don't know what Devin Haney's going to do next, so I can't really speak on that behalf. But regardless, I don't know if he gets any of those fights. He may have to focus on the Williams and Peters, in which he did call out Williams and Peters feels as though Floyd Schofield is not ready for him. But he did call Williams and Peters out. I mean, at some point, somebody's gonna have to give this man a title shot, and then both of them, or not a title shot, but a shot in general. And then both Williams Schofield and Floyd. I said Williams Schofield. Floyd Schofield and Williams and Peters are both under Golden Boy promotion. So we'll see how that unravels, if it does or whatever. But hopefully he gets in there with one of those guys, or a big name in general, in the near future. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the fathers. You know, a lot of people don't like Floyd Schofield Sr. I like Floyd Schofield, bro. I like Floyd Schofield Sr. I don't like his voice, but I don't like his the interview that they had with Mill City and Zab Judah and Keyshawn Davis. Like, he was just like not letting Keyshawn talk at all. I didn't like that, but I actually like Floyd Schofield Sr., bro. I mean, a lot of people dislike, if you look at the father to son, you know, father son combination. A lot of times guys don't like the father. You know, you had Floyd Schofield Jr., Danny Garcia, Angel Garcia. I like Angel Garcia though, I really do. Teofimo Lopez Sr. I do not like Teofimo Lopez Sr. I think dude is delusional. Robert Guerrero versus Ruben Guerrero. I didn't like Ruben Guerrero. That dude was delusional as well. Floyd Mayweather Sr. You know, like, you know, it's just, you know, Shawn Porter, Kenny Porter. You know, a lot of people didn't like Kenny Porter. It's just like, that's part of, like, you know, it's just a 1-2 combo, right? But you know, I like his father, bro. And the thing about it is, bro, it's, you know, if nobody's gonna believe in you, nobody's gonna love him and believe in him the way that his father does. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like I said, don't like the antics or whatever. Them talking about the sparring sessions and all that. But it is what it is. I mean, when you know, if you're calling out all these guys and you ask, like, why is this guy so confident in calling out all these guys? Well, you know, then you get your answer of, we sparred these guys and we did really well against these guys and whatnot. And so Floyd Schofield is just, you know, backing his son. He believes in his son, and he, you know, he even stated in the interviews, you know, they went homeless and all that type of stuff, you know, trying to focus on his son's career. So of course he's gonna back up his son. I'm not mad at that at all, bro. I actually liked him or whatnot. So, you know, but you know, with that being said, the third thing is he's gonna have to back it up, bro. Like, Floyd Schofield is gonna really have to back it up, because it's a lot of, he's been, you know, spreading a lot of kind of breaking the boxing code, if you might say, because you know that they say what happens in the gym stays in the gym. He's kind of been breaking the code with that, bro. Like, you know, he's talked about a lot of what happened. They talked about how they knew Devin Haney didn't have a chin because of what happened with their sparring session. Him giving Tank work, him, you know, giving Shakur work. You know, it is what it is. You know, they didn't go into detail, so they didn't like totally break the rules or whatnot. But here's my thing, something else I wanted to talk about. Floyd Schofield is at a point in his career where he, I've seen this so many times, and if you watch boxing as long as I did, you'll notice it's always a pattern, right? Where you got the dangerous guy that comes up, right? And they're calling out everybody. They want to fight everybody. They're calling out everybody, right? Then they finally get in that position, and then all of a sudden, now it's no longer, I want to just fight anybody. It's, oh, I got to make the right fights and all this type of stuff. So that's why I don't get too caught up in, like, yeah, he's willing to fight them now, but like, when I want to see what he's like once he becomes a world champion, and then, you know, then we'll see what type of fighter he really is. Because I can tell you, like, I remember Keith Thurman, right? Keith Thurman was calling out Mayweather, calling out Pacquiao, like calling them out tough, right? Back when he was like 18-0 with 17 knockouts, you know, he made a call out, Floyd, I can defeat you, all this type of stuff. Then guess what? And just like with Floyd Schofield, I'm telling you, once Floyd Schofield gets to that point, it's going to be another fighter that comes up underneath him that's going to call him out, right? Just like with Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. What happened? Keith Thurman was calling out everybody. Nobody really wanted to get in the ring with Keith Thurman at the time. Errol Spence then comes up, calls out Keith Thurman, right? Keith Thurman, like, the fight never happened, but, you know, Keith Thurman kind of dismisses Errol Spence and all this type of stuff. And then what happens when Errol Spence gets a little notoriety or whatnot? Guess who comes up underneath him? Jerron Ennis is calling him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens all the time. I've seen this happen so, like, all the time, where just a dangerous Triple G was willing to fight everybody. Then he got to a certain point, all it seemed like he wanted to do was fight Canelo. You know, he got to a certain point. You know, Andre Ward was calling him out. He didn't want to fight Andre Ward. You know, Lara, Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, all them start calling, like, he did. You know, so I've seen this happen so many times or whatnot. And so I'm not like, so the fact that he's willing to fight everybody right now, that's cool. But it's when he gets his belt, because he's gonna get a belt. I know he is. He's gonna get a title. that's when I'll really see like, okay, how bad do you really want it? How serious are you to want to get your legacy out there? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you know, it doesn't really impress me right now that he's calling out everybody and is willing to fight everybody, because I've seen the story so many times. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Do you believe the stories of Floyd Schofield? Who do you want to see him fight next? But what do I know?